Friday is finally here. My favorite time of the week is finally here. It's JoJo Day, Haikyuu Day, and Drifters Day. This is a great day. This is a fucking good day because finishing the day off with Haikyuu just instantly puts a smile on my face, makes me happy, and makes me want more. And it really agitates me because you gotta wait for the next fucking episode. But you know what? It doesn't matter because Haikyuu is just so good. It's so good. It always just makes me just so happy. Like, you know when you enjoy something so much, when you do something you truly love, and you could just smile and just feel so happy? That's how I feel after finishing a Haikyuu episode. I just feel so happy. Like, I'm at peace. I'm so relaxed. It's so fun. And that's how I feel when I finish these episodes. And just sitting down, watching episode 3. I know many are going to be diving in talking about Tendou and how badass he was. Now, I'm not going to say he wasn't. That man is a badass motherfucker with this episode, okay? But, Suki, that man won the episode. That man easily won the episode for me. Like, just one line in general won the episode for me. And let me just dive straight into that. So Suki, this man, throughout the episode, he has some of the spotlight, and you see it throughout the episode, but it's mainly an episode focused on Tendou. And so Suki kind of is a little bit on the sidelines, but he still gets a lot of focus. And eventually, as he's learning how, Tendou, hits the ball and blocks and stuff, Suki finally shuts this man down. And then the man, he called Suki a normal person, like a normal guy. Suki's like, hey, hi, I'm the new guy. And then the man's like, oh, I fucking hate you, like, you're the most annoying first year. And he's like, Domo. Like, man, dude, that's so fucking good. Like, that shit made me just laugh my ass off. Just the way Suki, he's like, hi, I'm the normal guy. Getting back at him and pretty much pulling the middle finger to Tendou. And Tendou, he's getting so pissed off, and then Suki thanks him for making fun of him. That's just so good. Best scene of the episode, just seeing the smug-ass face of Suki just doing shit like that to Tendou after Tendou was acting all, like, high and mighty, being a badass. And all of a sudden, Suki shuts him down and all that, and he's like, hi, I'm the new guy. Just best fucking line of the episode of Haikyuu Season 3. So, getting off of that, let's talk about this other part of the episode, Tendou. So Tendou, he is the guess monster. For instance, he is someone that blocks and spikes balls with intuition and also being able to read his opponents, and he guesses quite a bit when he does this. Now, this is something that has actually been done before. I've seen this in real life. I've actually seen people do stuff similar to this, maybe not in volleyball, but other things, other tasks when it comes to real life things. And this is something that makes a lot of sense. Like, when someone tells you to trust your sixth sense, trust your intuition, or just trust the way your body feels to what you think is right, that's kind of how this is. For instance, that time to where you're thinking like, okay, it would be logical to go right, but for some reason your mind and your body is telling you to push left, go left or whatever. That's kind of what's going on here. It's intuition and using your sixth sense, and that is what Tendou was doing in this episode. And because of this, he's someone that can read his opponents, understand what they're trying to do, what expressions they're making, and figure out what direction they're going to throw the ball, and then he can easily block it. But at the same time, he also guesses too, so there is a probability of him failing the block, because, he's guessing in a lot of stuff. He's reading his opponent, but he's guessing too, and that could lead to failure. But majority of the time, because of the way he can read his opponent and see the way they're gonna, move, he knows what they're gonna do, and he can kind of understand what area he needs to block. So Tendou, a very impressive individual, and it goes to show you that Shitori is not just about Ushijima being like the main ace, the someone that carries the team. Each individual person a part of the school of Shitori is actually very talented. For instance, Tendou doing what he did, being a guess monster, using his intuition and then blocking the ball like he did and also getting points in, is something that takes a lot of skill. And so it's not just, one person carrying the entire team. all the other individual players are really talented and skilled and can also help score points. So Kurasuno, they're not going to have an easy time. They're not going to have this time to where they need to shut down one person because that's the main powerhouse. Even if he is probably the greatest player on their team, they shouldn't just focus all their attention onto him because each individual players have their own talents, especially what Tendou showed. I mean, this man, he needed to be shut down before anything could be done because the way he was able to block things, guess what direction they were going to go, that man was scary, especially when he was looking at what was going on with Kageyama, when he realized the way he was going to, set up the ball. That right there shows how skilled this man is at guessing and using his intuition, and so he pissed off Kageyama because he was able to think that quick, but also this man showcases that you need to get rid of him first so you can deal with anything else. So Suki doing what he did, he's the MVP of this episode. Easily MVP of the episode. Now, one other thing I want to talk about when it comes to Tendou, though, is anyone else like me and feel like this man is like the long-lost brother of Hisoka? Like, I'm serious. I'm not even joking right now. Like, this character reminds me so much of Hisoka when it comes to his hairstyle, the way he carries himself, the way he fucking moves. When he's doing this with his fingers, just dancing and shit and singing, I'm like, this is just straight up fucking Hisoka shit. Like, I mean, when this man, he's like, I'm getting into it, and I'm like, yo, is this man about to do the Hisoka I'm getting turned on right now? I'm like, is this man about to do that? Because when I was watching this episode, I'm like, this character reminds me so much of Hisoka. And I'm just like, damn, I love Hisoka. He's one of my favorite characters of Hunter x Hunter. And seeing a character that reminds me of him like that makes my interest in Haikyuu so much more, especially the character Tendou and what he was doing in this episode. I mean, the singing, though, oh my. When the man was, like, crushing their spirits and he's just singing, moving his fingers, I'm like, oh, this man's so good. This man is just a badass. So, I mean, Haikyuu, Season 3, Episode 3. What can I say? Another good episode. Another good episode of Haikyuu. And it's never a disappointment. It really isn't. It's never a disappointment when I sit down and watch a series. I can always expect a very good episode, a high-quality episode when it comes to the production, art, animation, and even the music. Oh, yes, yes, I heard that song. I heard Above. I heard that song. Oh, I did not think I would hear that song ever again, let alone in this match. Well done, the production team. The people that put that song in this episode Above, well done. Well done. So, that's my thoughts on this episode of Haikyuu. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. How do you feel about everything that happened? How do you feel about the shutdown that Suki did? How do you feel about Tendou as a character? How do you feel about the certain other characters helping out in the match? Let me know. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.